YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Thursday, September 28th, 2023. And today we're doing a video for Jeff in Kentucky. And Jeff is interested in this Daihatsu four-wheel drive mini truck that we recently imported. And since he's a long-distance customer, we want to do a video, a detailed walk-around and test drive video as part of our communication process so that he can feel like he has as good an understanding for the true condition of the vehicle as is possible without actually being here in person. So let's go ahead and let's get started. And I'm going to start by getting the front of the vehicle. Well, there's the roof. And now we're going to do the front. Just a few, nicks of, like where a pebble may have hit. But as far as any dings or dents, there are none. Yeah, here at Mayberry Mini Trucks, we just kind of get the job done as efficiently as possible. Notice the person driving in the rear of the truck. This is a stain here. I don't think that's rust behind there. There is a little touch right there of surface rust. And you can see starting coming down the door. We're going to look at this now. We have a small dent right there. That's dirt. Oh, this has brand new tires. Okay. So these are tires that I put on when, the other ones are bad. And these are 8-ply tires. So they're brand new 8-ply tires. 8-ply. It's just a more stout tire. There is one ding. Got a little surface rust right there. I'm going to pull the bedside down and look underneath that to make sure it's not cancer. But there's a ding right there. Okay, so we do have a small hole right there. Nothing else except that. The hinge is still functional, but you just have a little bit of corrosion right there. And then on the bed, you've got some surface rust and rust through right there. Surface rust on the engine cover. Surface rust there. That's surface rust. And the rest of this is surface rust. The only place where it's through is right there. Now the rest of the bed, you got some surface rust there, there, and there. It's where the paint got chipped and then it flash rusted. So those are not rust through places. And put this piece of paper back. Oh, this is a 1993 Daihatsu Hijet 4x4, 4-speed with high and low transfer case. It's got 16,210 miles, which is just incredible. Let's go ahead and finish the exterior walk around. Now this here is dirt. So that's not rust. Just a little seam rust. Here's the bottom of the bed. I think it's important to look at that. The tailgate is ding-free. Good looking rear end of the truck. Oh, this bedside panel is ding-free. It just has some scratches here. Scratches. New battery. Little seam rust here. Seam rust is very, very common. It's not a structural issue. It's just where the two pieces of metal have been spot welded. This door does not have a single ding. That's pretty nice. All right, let's look at this interior of the door. Very, very nice. The bottom of the door looks good. Under the floor mat is remarkable. To pull this seat back forward, you do that little latch. And so this is supposed to be like that. So let's just say that if you spend a little, maybe a minute or two, you can get that to fit perfectly, but I don't want to do that in the video. And this seat is nice. It just is dirty. Normally we clean that, so there's a chance that's like residue of something that won't come off. All right, now this seat is torn. So you can see here, it's torn there and on the seat cushion itself, the bottom of the cushion. Somebody snagged the door panel, so it does have a few tears. The bottom of the door, rust-wise, looks beautiful. No rust. Let's look under here. Looks very nice. Okay, so we are in two-wheel drive, and we're going to take this for a test drive now. Today, I'm going to Dallas, North Carolina, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Boy, those flowers are beautiful. Look at those. Boy, oh boy. Those are so nice. And those are the trucks I'm delivering. And so I'm going to Dallas, North Carolina, which is near Charlotte. And then I'm going to, I think it's Waxhaw. So now the purpose of this test drive is to demonstrate how it does at higher speeds like 50 in this vehicle, and then we're going to test it going up the hill at slow speeds in a high gear, which normally you would never do, but we're going to do that in this case just to demonstrate the engine's power. So that's 50 miles an hour right there, and it feels fantastic. No problems, no shaking, no pulling or anything like that. So that's really what we want to see. Now I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go up the hill. Now, this hill that we're going to go up is fairly steep. All right. So we're in third gear now. All right. So maybe your mini trucks will give you a clear title. We got the law passed in North Carolina making mini trucks street legal. There's no extra charges, so we don't have a title fee or a dock fee or any of those things. We don't do any extra charges. So if it says this truck is $7,200, that's all you pay. We also changed the oil with full synthetic 5W30, new air filter, new oil filter. We checked all the fluids and fixed anything like the power. Okay, check this out. We're going 30 kilometers. We're going 27 kilometers per hour, which is like 17 miles per hour, I believe. And now we're in fourth gear, guys. Fourth gear, going up a steep hill at 17 miles per hour. Well, look at the speed now. We're 45 kilometers per hour and handily leaping up this hill. So, and this is a steep hill. So, this truck has phenomenal power. And I would say this has been a successful test drive. And I'm very happy with the results. So, uh, yeah, that was a good run, good test drive, and I hope that you enjoyed our video. Um, I'm at an angle, so everything's all wonky. But so if I was in the middle of saying if the engine idle. So what we also check is the idle at normal operating temperature. If the idle isn't idling properly, if the vehicle isn't idling properly, we get that dialed in. And then I've got to get on a level surface. This is really a bit strange. Ah, there we go. And then if the heat doesn't work, we fix that. If the alternator isn't charging, we get that dialed in. If it doesn't have good power, then it might be the choke is stuck or vacuum lines. We'll get that dialed in. If it needs a tune up, stuff like that. And then also we deliver. So, for example, I just got back from Wisconsin and Minnesota just yesterday afternoon, and then but we charge a nominal fee. It's to accommodate the sale rather than be profitable with our deliveries. So we charge $2 per mile one way. So if you're 200 miles away, it's $400. And if you have a trailer, by all means, we would be perfectly fine if you wanted to pick it up, and or you can have it delivered, whichever works better for you. And what else? Air filters. Air filters are very important. I would recommend that you pick up a few air filters because you cannot get them locally. They're $20 a piece, and we stock plenty of them. So if you want to get some air filters, that would be a good idea. You can get your oil filters locally. Your spark plugs, you can get them locally. But parts are readily available for these trucks. I get that question a lot. Yeah, so you can reach out to us at 336-777-9957. You can also email us at sales@mayberrymoneytrucks.com. And you can also check out our website at mayberryminitrucks.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit notification. That will help our search analytics. And then, of course, you will be notified when we post a new video. We just got a bunch of trucks in last night. Well, we got 12 in, and then I had some also that recently arrived. I've got 12 more here and 12 more right behind that. And one of them is a Toyota Hiace, four-wheel drive. I totally forgot I have a Toyota Hiace on the way. So strange. Because when I find something that I feel is worthy of buying, I buy it. if I can. If I'm competing with somebody in New Zealand that absolutely has to have it, they might win it. But it's a four-wheel drive Toyota Hiace diesel, which is really nice. And I didn't even know I had it coming, out of sight, out of mind. That's I think they say ignorance is bliss. And the older I get, the more I realize there's some truth to that. Not in a pejorative bad way, but in kind of a good way. Um, because I only have so much mental real estate, so I don't have to clutter it with everything, like which trucks are on the way. When they get here, they'll get here. And so I do appreciate you watching our video. People, I hope you find it to be helpful. And again, if you do find the content to be valuable, would you please consider subscribing to our channel? Thank you.